Hello, I'm Isabella Calvagna. I work for Torino City Council and for the Education Department in collaboration with the Smart City Department.
My name is António. I work in the municipality of Praga in the education services.
My name is Philipp Schüssler. I come from the University of Magdeburg in Germany.
My name is Paula Huuska and I come from Gothenburg and I work there as a principal for secondary school and high school.
My name is Rikard Ström, in Swedish Rikard Ström, and I work at GR, Gothenburg Region of Local Authorities.
So, in our school labs, we went to a middle school and 20 students were there for our workshop. They were divided into 4 groups and yes, they were sort of coming out with some ideas about what for them the school of the future could be.
We're able to do a school lab in a school with 20 students from the 7th grade, and they were very committed with their jobs, asking questionnaires, SWOT tables, talking to each other and trying to understand what are their needs and barriers about the using of technologies in school.
We used short films to discuss with the students about using technologies at home, at school and so on, about possibilities of new technology and challenges.
We had a group of 9th graders who were doing school lab in 4 groups. They had every group had their own video, and then they started to talk about learning based on the video they saw. The use of digital learning platforms would save their time.
We had a school lab at a school called Ljungbyskolan in the municipality of Lerum, where we met with a class. First the class made the All-RDs questionnaire a few days before we went up to them. Then a colleague of me, Henrik, and I went there and run through some videos that they seen as example of learning environments, and they then answered the questions, and we had a group debate on what's important when it comes to learning. And the main results of the answers from the students were, why are we doing this and who will benefit from that we are doing this. And then we talked about this, and that it's a developing system, developing project for developing better systems for students to work in school. So that was what we did. And the basic needs that students found that they will have with programs and so on is that they are easy to use and that the programs are easy to access in between them.
So our students were all agreed that buying hardware was going to be the most important challenge for the future, as well of course buying software for them. But it also came out that they wanted to have some more time for their studies, and this means using innovation technology at school and yes, having more comfort in their rooms and probably having more time for exchanges at international level with other students, building a network of experiences, I would say.
Mostly the barrier is not the software, it's the hardware. Internet, computers. That is the worst part of the process, because if you have great conditions, infrastructural conditions to work, I think it is easier. If you buy new apps or technology, it is easier to do improvements on the context of the classroom in the schools.
That the different systems have to be compatible, that the students said lifelong learning is very, very important, but they actually don't know what that means, and that the systems have to be very easy to use for the teachers, so that teachers have more time or enough time for the students.
Teachers feel that they need digital learning, or in school we need digital learning platforms that save teachers time, so that platform would do some work for them, and so they would have more time to talk with students about their learning.
The interesting thing with this project is that when you start talking to both students and teachers, in the beginning they are a little bit reluctant, or no, not more IT discussions and things like that, and even talking about can we get offline, because everything we're doing nowadays are online. But when you're talking to them and explaining what we're doing, then the interest sparks and the ideas comes. And it's always about being user-friendly, and I think that's the key to understand, that if technology should be adapted in the classroom, it has to be user-friendly.